Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. So I wanted to go through a bit more information in terms of 11 Labs music platform because I've just done a demo of it. I'm really blown away, but I'm very conscious that I want to understand the ethical stance on it, what you're allowed, what you're not allowed to do with the music that you generate, and their plans, okay? So they've had a deal with Kobalt, okay? And they're talking about publishing parity with recorded music. Now, if you are interested in finding out more about 11 Music, just check out my last video on this channel and you'll see me actually playing around with it. However, this is more of an article, okay? So this is saying that there's been a landmark licensing agreement with Kobalt and 11 Music, which is from 11 Labs. They've just launched their new platform for AI music generation. So they've confirmed details of precedent-setting detail, which could reshape the music industry's approach to generative AI licensing. Now, this is an opt-in agreement between Kobalt and the $3.3 billion valued 11 Labs, establishing what sources describe as parity between publishing and recorded music revenues. Now, there's going to be a 50-50 split of royalties generated from the AI platform, and Kobalt has secured this most favoured nation clause in its deal with 11 Labs, which means that if any recorded music right holders then negotiates better terms than Kobalt, then the publisher will automatically be upgraded to match them, so it just benefits them more, really. Kobalt's 50-50 parity provision will sit alongside a separate deal inked with 11 Labs by indie body Merlin, and any other recorded music deals they've struck. They understand that 11 Music's basic tier is trained on production music, but a 11 Music Pro tier will be offered soon and will be trained on cleared catalogue, specifically from Kobalt and Merlin. The development comes as the music industry grapples to how to license generative AI platforms with the likes of Suno and Udio because of alleged copyright infringement on a massive scale. 11 Labs claims that 11 Music generates studio-grade music from natural language prompts. In a note sent to clients today and obtained by Kobalt's CEO, who's outlined the principles, basically saying that the publishing compensated comparably to sound recordings. The deal structure represents a significant departure from traditional streaming economics, where publishing typically receives around 25% of total royalties compared to recorded music's 75% share. In the US specifically, publishers often say this disparity to Section 115 prevents them from negotiating in a free market. Apparently, a publishing source observed that Kobalt 11 deal said because of Section 115, publishing gets locked into unfavourable rates without being able to negotiate in free markets. But when it comes to Gen AI training, we can negotiate freely. They added, think about what we're offering AI platforms. Publishers bring the lyrics and the building blocks of the composition. Labels bring the recording. I think it's fair and logical to have parity. Really interesting. I mean, who would have thought that this AI music would have completely changed the industry like this? If you're interested in Suno, Udio and Refusion, other AI music generations, then I do have a playlist on my channel to check out as well. And don't forget that Kobalt's agreement is separate to this one with Merlin. So, according to Hubert's client note, works eligible for inclusion in monetization from 11 Music must meet two criteria as things stand. 100% of the mechanical rights for the composition are controlled by Kobalt, and the corresponding master recording is cleared through Merlin. In future, any opted-in, fully cleared Kobalt composition whose associated recording is represented by a licensed partner of 11 Labs will also be eligible for monetization. I just want to know how this is going to completely work. I can't wait to see how this unravels and unfolds. Hubert's note further explains Merlin has reached a licensing agreement with 11 Labs for masters, making a fully licensed framework for those works possible for 11 Labs. Other master and music publisher partners may follow in the future. Hubert's saying that its initiative is a pilot, suggesting elements of the agreement could be rolled out to other platforms and other rights holders in the future. So they may not be specifically with 11 Labs for 11 Music. Beyond the revenue sharing structure, the Kobalt 11 Labs agreement includes extensive content protection measures designed to prevent unauthorized exploitation of copyrighted material. These protections include Content ID protection systems using a mutually agreed outside third party to detect and block copyrighted elements on the platform's output, according to Hubert. According to 11 Music's own terms and conditions page, users are prohibited from entering prompts that explicitly name any artist's real name or stage name, any song or album titles, or any music publisher or label names. As an example, I put in Lady Gaga to actually see what would happen, and it came up with a suggestion of a new prompt removing her from that prompt. So I was happy with that, and it just proves that it works. Now, this most favoured nation clause in Kobalt's agreement could have more implications for future AI licensing negotiations across the music industry. And this is kind of setting the scene for the future of what could potentially happen. One downside is that most favoured nation could make deals with 11 Labs less attractive to large recorded music rights holders, keen on receiving a larger share of revenues than publishers, but that's the same with any deal. Then again, the 50-50 split established with the agreement is similar to sync licensing, where publishing and recorded music rights typically receive more equitable compensation versus your typical streaming royalties. Hubert's client note framed Kobalt's opt-in agreement with 11 Music as providing true choice in licensing Gen I for rights holders, allowing them to make a clear and informed decision on whether to participate. A Kobalt spokesperson declined to comment when contacted by Music Business Worldwide about details of the publisher's deal with 11. So time will tell what happens with this. As I say, we're in interesting times all of a sudden. This could get Suno and Udio's backs up, because this is definitely a good alternative and certainly seems more ethical. I personally am looking forward to the forthcoming 11 Music Pro offering, because the fact that that's going to be trained on cleared catalogue from Kobalt and Merlin, I can't wait to see what that's going to be like. So yeah, time will tell. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.